about communities, school community strategy, okay, SCS. So as I already explained, it has 6A closed loop system. Okay, can you repeat what are they?
The service just turn attention of teacher.
And
attention
what else?
On,
attention to teacher.
Attention
One.
to teacher, attention to
culture.
Yeah, culture and value, and one more.
Attention to childhood education.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
ACE.
Yeah.
Accountability, assessment, autonomy.
Yeah. So 3, and then combine with another 3 more: attention to teacher, attention to culture and value, and last but not least, attention to ECE. Okay. All right. So here I just quote from the World Bank's. They say apply, learn, adapt. Okay, teach, develops, and develop addressing learning poverty, social poverty, and money poverty. So there are 3 types of poverty. Yeah, there are 3 types of poverty here. Learning poverty. So whether we address learning poverty or not, social poverty and money poverty. Okay. So yeah, I think it really happened in the world with this 3 poverty. Okay. So our goal is to deal with those 3 poverty. So what is the goal of school, or what is the goal of you to teach the student? Yeah? We teach the student because we want to address this poverty. Yeah. Learning poverty, you understand learning poverty?
Learning poverty? I'm not familiar with the term.
Not learning about poverty, okay?
Yeah. Like,
but poverty learning, poor learning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Not learning about poverty, okay? Yeah. Like a lot of students don't access education. Yeah. That is learning poverty.
Like not enough maturity
Right.
facilities.
Yeah. That is learning poverty. Yeah? Social poverty and monetary poverty. Maybe monetary poverty you can relate more. All right. Yeah.
I need to raise money.
Yeah. So the whole school system work for learning outcome. So yeah, as you already mentioned, the 6 closed loop system. Okay, we call 6A budget. Budget. So have assessment. Yeah. So for sure, I think Dr. Sujit have went through with what is assessment, what is autonomy, right?
Yeah.
Accountability here. Yeah. And attention to the teacher. So after they have the 3, they should pay attention to the teacher too. This is
But,
very important.
The other 3A, we have never known about the teachers yet. Haven't talked about it yet.
He don't talk
Like,
about
attention to teacher or
culture, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. So yeah, here it's like after the school have 3A, they should focus with the teacher, and also they should focus about the culture and value. The student need to have a good culture and value for their learning too. Yeah, and last but not least is to care about early childhood education, care about children education, because children education is really crucial. It's fundamental. Yeah, because it's like the children education is like, it's like the concrete, the ground level. Yeah. If early childhood education not good, primary is not good, secondary not good, higher education not good too. Yeah. So that's why it's really important to build from the first stage. Yeah. For example, if your research topic is not clear, if your research problem not clear, so not to talk about your proposal and not to talk about your thesis, everything is unclear. Yeah. So please make it clear from the start. Okay. That's why they also focus with early childhood. It's very important. Yeah, and the stakeholder understand how they should collect and make the school work. Okay, so they have standard 1, student outcome; standard 2, teaching; yeah, standard 3, community owns, which means community ownership. Okay, so they want the community to have ownership there. Standard schools operation and administration, and last but not least is system accountability. So this is the 5 standard. It's look easier, less complicated than the 9, yeah, the 9 standard.
So this is the 5 standard of
Yeah.
SCS.
Right, this is the 5 standard of the
Teacher,
SCS.
what is ACC?
ACC is accountability.
What is accountability?
3A in SBM.
Accountability, which means how to
Like responsible, but
yeah, responsible. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, you have your accountability. Yeah,
it's more, yeah. Khổ bóng đấy không?
yeah,
Khoan cạn gần đây.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cái này dùng thiểm, mà con ít nhận này dùng thiểm.
Sự kiện mới tập lạc thì tập luyện tập để mình tập.
yeah. It should be accountability, responsive, transparency. Yeah, yeah. Right. So we will work through more what is accountability in the indicator. And the teacher commit why they shall make the school work for learning. Yeah? So here, as I mentioned, they have like the career pathway, own school, which means you make a change in your school first. So the first phase, just make a change in your school. So you got young professional title. Okay, so the first career pathway of the teacher and school principal is young professional. So when they can make a change for their own school, they got young professional. And after that, school in the district. So make a change the school in the district. So they got the title as specialist. And when they make a change in one province, senior specialist. So when everyone make a change in one province, which means as a whole country already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So the ultimate one is senior specialist. So yeah, so they will have like the title as young professional, specialist, and senior specialist. Yeah. All right. And the school community generate income for school development in a sustainable process. Yeah, you can see from here. So I think you can look like first the policy and higher education institute and the school, and then they have to make sure like have like income, yeah, skill income, okay, insurance, professional development, and teacher reward, school principal management, and students income and enrollments in higher education. So here is like linked together. Yeah, linked together. So when they have those kind of things, they will make a sustainable process. Like student has skill in the income, so they can earn money, so that they have money to enroll in higher education. But we also care about the teacher and school principal reward. Yeah, sure. And the income and the insurance, yeah, professional development for them. Yeah, and also have the clear policy as well. And the school is owned by the community, enables the improvement of autonomy and on administration and finance for the result. So here is like the source of income should be come from the parent pay. Yeah, one parent pay, school income, skill income, donation, insurance, and renting. So this is the money that they will run. Yeah, they collect it. So that's why they have money to have the computer and stuff in the school. Yeah, pay the teacher, contract 15 teaching hour per day.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh, pay.
Yeah, pay.
So they working. Sorry.
Yeah, 15 hours teachings a day, and pay for English, ICT. So those sort of income will go to this to pay for this. Okay, ICT skill class, technology equipment. Yeah, pay school principal, program operation, and pay education official, management, and technical support. and then it's go to the student skill income and enroll in higher education. So with all the money, they can operate the school, and then the student be able to continue their higher education. This is the point. Okay. So yeah, of course they need to have source of income. Okay, and the source of income it come from here. Actually, I really interested how the community, raise the money, or we call a resource mobilization to develop the school. I think this is a really important topic to do the research. Like, or we can see like the school of the INSEE project, how the resource mobilization compared to the school who are not in the SIP project. Yeah, this is can be one topic too. So you will see the difference. Okay, this is we call a holistic. Okay, holistic is referred to the whole, everything. Yeah, holistic is everything. Holistic approach of community strategy implement. Yeah, student income, outcome and impact with standard one. Yeah, so standard one we focus on the student outcome and the impact. So what is the difference between the word income, outcome and impact? Can you differentiate outcome and impact?
Impact.
Yeah, actually,
Outcome.
Yeah, it's
but I don't know
different.
how to differentiate it.
Outcome is the result
Result.
after the process,
Mhm.
and the impact it doesn't have a specific like impact,
Impact.
influence.
It's change.
Change.
It's change.
Impact can be negative or
Oh,
positive.
positive.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, it can be both, right?
Mhm.
yeah.
Because many
Yeah.
terms are very similar. Outcome, and output,
Mm.
impact.
Influence.
Okay, so now to make you easy to understand, for example, you want to cook chicken soup. So the chicken soup is the outcome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to have a chicken soup. So the process, you have chicken, you have to cut chicken and everything and cook. This is the process. And the impact is like whether the chicken soup has good or not. Yeah, it affect to your health or not. Yeah, that is impact. But for the outcome, we don't care as long as you have chicken soup. Yeah, in one plate, that called outcome. No more talk. No more talk. Okay, when just say outcome. But impact, taste good or not, good health or not, or anything else. Yeah. So
Outcome is like more quantitative research,
yes.
and the impact is like a quality.
Yes. More like qualitative, more deep inside. Yeah. So sometimes we just focus only outcome, but we forget about the impact. For example, like we want to develop one area, and then we want to see a lot of skyscraper, tall building. This is just outcome, but the impact the environment to the people, maybe we forget to do it, and then we like some lake was filled by the land, something like that. Yeah, we forget to care about the impact. Yeah, so we need to think about outcome and impact.
So what if it's an outcome can impact the educational system?
Yeah,
So,
this is the big question.
this is like, how can I make my research topic to be, or my research result to be significant?
Mm.
How was significant again? Because it's hard.
Okay. All right. So I think we can study 5 more minutes and then finish.
Món thủ chết rất là lãng mạn á.
Oh, yeah. So you want to over like 30 minutes?
No, teacher.
Okay. The student outcome and impact is for standard one. So which means the focus on student competency. Okay. Student assessment, annual learning plan review, even violence and low vision and hearing. Low vision and hearing here, they focus about the health of the student. Yeah, whether they have good eye, whether they have good ear, because this two is very important for study, right? If they don't have good eye and good ear, they cannot really get the education. Yeah. So we have this program right now, and each school they have to screen to monitor the health of the student, and then we have the data like this school already have the data of student who have losing vision or ear problem or not. If they don't have, if we haven't done it, they have to do it. And now we focus vision and hearing. Okay, the first thing. And violent, no more violent. You used to hit by your teacher.
What teacher?
You used to get hit by your teacher. No,
I think
I just
yeah.
yeah.
It's a big deal.
When I read wrong and then he hit.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I had
I
when
don't
I
get
was in the
why
primary school
outstanding student.
for one teacher, but actually it's illegal in my country.
Yeah.
After that time is they gonna get the punishment, but that lady just has problem. I think
Yeah.
we all hate her. She ruled our childhood.
Oh, I
So
see.
that's illegal in my country.
Because in the past, like, yeah, I think parent also hit and teacher also hit. Sometimes when we go to the school hit and come back home hit again. Like why are they? Yeah, it is true story here.
I
Poor
was once kicked out from math class
For
because I answered the
wrong question?
no, I answered the question correctly. I did the equation correctly, but in a different way.
Oh,
From
okay. I heard
his
this so much.
approach.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah.
And then he asked me
Why?
why.
Yeah.
I said I learned from somewhere else.
And then he kick you out.
And then he asked from where. I said I consult with the book.
Okay.
It's our book. I
Yeah.
consult because I did not study extra class with him. He did not like me at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he
That's
said,
a lot.
why you quarrel with me too much?
Yeah.
Why you're so rude to answer every question he asks? You're supposed to be like this. He wanted me to do like that. I said, no. I have,
You are not
I
wrong.
have to answer.
Yeah.
And then he kicked me out from the class.
Yeah.
Very unfair.
Yeah.
you were so strong since you were a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. See a man, not an oppa. Okay.
Okay. Biến chứ là khổ xong rồi.
No, I tried it.
You
Oh, wow.
too.
What complicated.
Similar to Einstein. Yeah. Similar to Einstein story. Great. Yeah, actually, it happened. I believe. Okay.
In the past, for those who don't who did not study extra class with the teacher,
Right.
they tend to
Yeah.
not like the teacher.
Yeah. It like we are building a bad image for them. They don't feel good. Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Like I remember when I was in grade 7, because grade 6 we don't really have extra class, and then when we come grade 7, it start to have a lot of extra class. And at that time I don't join too, I don't know. And like I see my classmates cheat the exam, and then I told the teacher, I say, oh, they are cheating, and then the teacher ignored, because they write the essay based on what they learn from the extra class. And then the teacher ignored me. Yeah, and then I feel like, oh my gosh.
It's unfair.
Yeah, it's out of my surprise,
But yeah, I think it's also happened in China, but not that serious. And because the government have always controlled, they let you close this center, that center too
Yeah.
much. And like my age, not other than you, but like my age, most of us will have to follow the teacher, especially in the high school.
Yeah.
You know, like we have too many rules to control the students. So like I wasn't a good student, so I quarreled with the teacher, and I just said some bad words. I feel guilty. I wasn't a good student, but I was a teenager, and now, yeah, I feel so sorry. That teacher passed away that time I was here, so I didn't see him last time. But mostly, like in China compared to here, the
Did
teacher.
you dream about him?
Oh no. No, because I'm not the only one.
Oh yeah.
I know that like I think most of the teenagers they do the same thing to the teachers.
Yes.
And but compared to my country here, it's like more flexible.
Yes. Yes.
Students, yeah, like my country, you have to follow.
Yeah.
You are forced too much. So we want to respect it.
Yeah, I think Cambodian is one of the flexible country.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
the people, everyone. Yeah, I think.
Yeah. See. Like Africa.
Yeah. I can understand.
Even you study in Thailand, you can see, right?
Mm-mm.
The Thai people are
Yeah.
quite different.
Yes.
Students.
Yeah. Okay, and number 2, standard 2 is about teacher training and upgrading. So they focus on foundation teaching skill, okay, lesson plan, format, okay, teaching guides, inspection and coaching, classroom observation, teacher training and upgrading program. And standard 3 is school upgrading, school principal upgrading. Yeah? So it's was on the it was on the standard 4. Okay, in the school plan, review, evaluation. Okay, school principal. Yeah, and 4 is school principal and committee training. Is standard 3. Yeah, and last but not least is systems strengthening. Okay, system strengthening here is referred to the subsector strategy, subsector KPI. So it's more about the performance. So actually the first standard they give to the student. Yeah. Second to the teacher. Yeah. Third to the school principal. Yeah. And fourth to the community.
Yes.
And last but not least is to the sub national and national governance, like the staff. PO.
Do they have rubrics also for this?
Of course, we will went through a lot.
Um,
All right, so last time, yeah, we worked through with this one: apply, learn, adapt, teach, develop, and addressing learning poverty, social poverty, and monetary poverty. So our goal is to address poverty. Okay, yeah, learning poverty, social poverty, and monetary poverty. So in order to do that, we need to apply, to learn, adapt, teach, and develop. Okay, so which means it's like interaction with each other. Okay, yeah, you cannot see. You but you don't wear glass.
I don't want when I hate it, but
Oh, I see.
I just don't like wearing glasses.
Yeah, actually, I go to delay the period of my driving car license,
Yeah.
and then they test me. Test with this eye, I can see clearly, but this eye I don't see clearly.
Yeah.
So I start to notice I have problem.
With the,
Yeah, with one eye.
Same.
Same.
Yes, yes,
Oh, you decide to?
yeah,
Oh, yeah. It's a bit blur.
yeah.
Just a bit blur. Oh, it both you need to wear, otherwise you cannot see.
yeah.
And then the staff there say that they will put me a special condition on my driving license. And I say no, I don't want to wear glass. And they say, okay, then $10.
Oh,
Give $10. No, yeah, no, no. Special condition. Right. Yeah. I don't understand. Okay. Okay, so here, yeah, we already talked. Yeah. So the whole system, the whole system is referred to assessment, autonomy, accountability. Okay. And after we have, these 3, we need to have attention to the teacher as well. Yeah. And attention to the culture and value of the student and teacher, and also attention to the early childhood education. Yeah, I think this one we already talked to. So yeah, right. I think we finished through here. I think last time. Okay, this is like the holistic approach of the community strategy implementation. So if you understand here, you understand the whole process of the project. Like the first one is student outcome and impact. Okay, SCS standard 1. Okay, student competency, student assessment. Okay, and annual learning review, violence, low vision and hearing. Okay, so we not only focus about their learnings, but we also focus about their well-being as well. Yeah, I think maybe I need someone to help me with this one. Otherwise, it's a bit hard. Maybe Celia again. I can add one or two maybe. I think Hashin is over here too. Hashin and Celia. So two of you can accept your friend if they just come. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, last night is a bit tough because it is the deadline of the thesis. So like all my advice, they say, teacher, please could you please look at it and sign it? I need to submit by tonight. Yeah. And some like they have problem with the format. They cannot put the page number properly, something like that.
I'm watching YouTube. Everything in this.
Right. I think they are quite old people, and
Oh.
one of my
Teacher like
Hmm?
like our generation they working as a teacher.
right. One of my student, she already have grandchildren.
Oh.
Yeah. So quite old in terms of
About
technology. Right. And yeah. Okay. And then I feel a bit worried about her too, since her technology and English. First time she want to write in Khmer, but later on she changed to English. Huh? You come here to learn English?
Yeah.
Really? No, I think your English is much better than me.
Why I go to Ireland I can get master. Với bán something. Bán thì nó lấy hay bán master.
You mean go to study at IFL?
No, teacher. They said that why don't I go to IFL? I want to learn English. But yeah, why I go to IFL?
If I learn, I can.
If I learn it, I can go to, benefit.
Mm.
I can learn English, also get my master degree.
Yeah.
Outcome.
So, but your bachelor degree is at IFL.
No,
My
IBPP.
literature.
My literature.
Yeah, I'm a Khmer literature. Yes, scholarship student here.
Oh, I see.
Cohort 32.
So why you choose education then?
I'm a teacher.
Oh, because teacher.
I think it's the most related. Teacher is the most related.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future you not work as a Khmer literature, but more like
Yes.
about
I like to be a
education, right?
researcher.
Yeah, researcher, go to some NGO or something, right? Or in
I
the,
already working in NGO. Teacher.
oh, what is the NGO?
No, yeah, in life it's not a big NGO.
Mm.
It called Khmer or LRB.
Mm.
Located in Thailand.
Oh, I see.
In the same consulate.
Oh, so
Because the founder of my NGO is former principal.
so I think you should study educational study better
I don't want to.
because you more focused with the early childhood, right?
Yeah, but
And then you can do your thesis over about this and about your organization doing it. I think good.
But my organization not only like it's not focused on education
Mm.
much.
Actually, with NGO, for me, I think higher education they doesn't really do it, but for like early childhood or non-formal education, I think more. lifelong learning.
Move from here to
Yeah.
yeah, that's why.
Because like child the children, they also work on the primary and yeah, something like that. And Mr. Kalsrat, he used to work there more than 10 years. Yeah, he's educational specialist.
That is why he become their boss.
Yeah. He he go to build the school since 1980 or something. He go to build in the mountain, in the forest. Yeah. So he really know a lot about people there. So when we run the project, we really need his help. Yeah, he can advise us. Even we got degree, but we don't really have that kind of knowledge.
Practical.
Right, practical. Yeah, we know only how to do research, but how to implement the research is another story. Okay, all right. So yeah, here is just a brief, and now let's move to the school community strategy standards. So what are they? Okay, so yeah, let's see. Okay, this is the minimum score. So you still remember, right, about the minimum score of SBM?
Yes.
No. And how many standard in SBM? Yeah, please
Nine standards.
yeah, 9 standard, right? And the score, I think, bigger, right? Or is it 210 or more than that?
SCS bigger than SBM.
SBM or SCS? Which one?
This is the minimum is higher.
Yeah,
Yeah, for the SDM, the highest.
higher,
The
how much?
maximum is
280, right? 210, same,
maximum.
maximum.
But that's for the maximum. The minimum.
Mm. Yeah, this is minimum, okay, minimum to 210. Okay, so here is the description. They say that minimums at least 210, so they have to get at least 210, but each standard need to meet this minimum score. For example, if you got 38 and you got this one 210, your school is not meet the standard. So you have to make sure that each standard need to meet this score as well. Okay. Yeah. So this is the description. Okay? So people in the online, you have any question regarding the score? So first, need to understand the grading score first. Then we move so that you can catch up. If you still don't understand this one, I think when I move to the standard, you will feel lost.
Lecture, my problem is that I cannot open the slides on Telegram.
You cannot open the slides through
Yeah,
Telegram.
the file you sent last week.
Really? Yeah. You can open.
I cannot. I don't know about the others.
Slides today.
Yeah.
You have drop it yet,
I
right?
haven't dropped yet. Right?
Maybe one continue with the previous section last week. It's SBM, this is SCS.
Yeah, this is SCS, okay? So I will drop now then. Here. So we can hold here first. Still working. All right, so you don't have question, right? Just only the presentation. Good. All right, so now we can move to the standard one by one. Here, I think a bit small. Yeah. Just, I think I'm sending, okay? You blur, when you see it, you blur.
Yeah, like nothing that I can see.
Oh. Serious.
Everything is blur.
Maybe you can borrow her
Like no, that's okay.
and
At
test,
least
right?
I sit here to check.
If you can see clearly or not. If can see clearly, maybe the same level.
No,
Or
So
you
we
can.
have different like the distance of eyeball.
Oh.
You check the eyeball distance.
Mm.
Sometimes I defend the proposal.
Yeah, but make sure that you complete your proposal writing first.
Yeah. No worry.
Yeah, like last night, I feel my student they feel like terrified.
Yeah. Some students they always wait to the last week. I don't like to do something like that. When you do a research, you have to, to start from step by step.
And yeah,
If
yeah,
you just give yourself like 1 week or 2 days to finish it, not gonna happen.
yeah, sure. Actually, they have time a lot.
Yeah, but with procrastinating
Around-
is like
They have like around
my
5
boss
months
asks, like,
or 6 months. And all my supervisors, they are not originally my supervisor.
oh, they come from another supervisor.
Right.
Why, teacher? Their
I
supervisor busy or what?
I
You
think
can't have that.
maybe some they feel like that all that student
Yeah.
not easy to talk.
Okay.
They want to do something they want. But for me, I open my heart, so I say, yeah, if you can do it, you can do.
Yeah.
And now I can see the result. You can do it. And another thing, I think because my student they use advanced statistics, structural modeling equation.
Yeah.
This is also the point too.
Yeah.
So my three advising they use advanced statistics.
Advanced statistics.
They like you cannot yeah you not only run
That's why I'm
through
not
the
complicated.
SPSS, but you need to use M plus or all program.
It's not free, right?
Yeah, M plus is not free too, but we can correct. Yeah, in Cambodia we make it possible.
Saying to our government and not ban any of it.
Like they study about the relationship between
Two variable.
three.
Three.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
actually, yeah, you can do, but it's not really accurate. And he conduct the CFA and EFA, and then runs with the SEM.
Okay.
Yeah.
So SCS not actually.
Yeah, actually, SPS we can do only EFA, and then CFA you need to run N plus.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah. Or your supervisor, Dr. Bunhai, right?
No, we the check too.
Oh.
Yeah.
It depends on your topic and too, like whether your topic is need to be advanced like that or
Do a correlation design, so that's why I have to run regression.
just regression.
So, yes, ISP is around computer.
Maybe you can move to the
Hypothesis.
relationship
Yeah.
correlation, but correlation with 3 or 4 variable,
Yeah, two variables, but
and then you can see the mediator there.
yeah. So talking about it is much.
Yeah, you choose to actually. I really encourage all of you to do like that, not only survey,
Yeah.
questionnaire, just questionnaire ask like what do you think, and then write only this very descriptive one. I think it's not appreciate. Okay.
Most of the higher education when we choose topic in high school.
You choose topic in high school.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Because yeah, I already asked teachers, the children, and ask everyone in Berlin.
So what is your
Teachers said,
topic?
"No, but it's okay if you're interested, you don't care about you are in higher education. or something."
Right. That's, or maybe you can, find something to explain that is related to higher education, right?
Yeah.
It might be better too.
I did.
For example, like about we want to study about the factor that for the student to decide to study high school to study university, for example. So this kind of thing it's related to university too. Yeah.
My topic is about leadership.
Oh,
Leadership
leadership.
style.
So you want to see the leadership style on?
Principle and how like the teacher perception toward like leadership style of the principal.
Just you mean the perception?
Yes.
If the perception is
It's a correlate.
if correlation, which means the correlation of the topic should be the correlation of
Yeah.
the school leadership principle with
Teacher job,
teacher, some-
performance or teacher job satisfaction.
So you want to see these two correlation.
Too small, see. So I want to add more objective like
So what is important to study these two correlation?
I think in public school, actually one school at my province, it have a lot of problem with the teacher and school principal. You know what I mean? And I don't know why civil students always complain about their leader or they don't working. They always complain blah 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 about the principal or about the director.
So you want to see?
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah, maybe need to read more about the research problem. Okay, all right. So here standard one schoolwork for education and student learning outcome. I think it all almost the same in the SBM. Okay, so it's like the number and percentage of student attend school. Okay, if more than 90% you get 1 point, more than 95 2 point, 97 3, and then 4. Okay, 99.
Teacher, I'm
Yes.
sorry to interrupt. Can I clarify about the minimum score again? I kind of misheard you that the SBM score is lower than SCS, right?
Yeah. Here we have only 5 standard. Okay, but SBM 9 standard. And for the total score here is the maximum, but SCS they has maximum and highest score. I think the maximum of SCS I remember at the time 100 something. I forgot.
SBM, you mean?
Yeah, 40, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, only 140, right? Yeah.
Wait, as I see here, the total score is 210. It's the same thing, no?
Same thing.
Same thing. That is the highest, right? It's not maximum. Okay, now let bring these two together and compare. Okay, to make it clear. SBS, yeah, here, yeah, here. So you can see here, this is the maximum 140, and this, minimum, sorry, yeah, and this is the maximum. So which means you just read this 140, you can read the standard. But for SBM, you need to get at least 210. Yeah. You got the
Okay,
point?
I see it now. I kind of confused a bit about the between the minimum and maximum between the two. Okay.
Yeah,
I got it. Thank you.
Actually, here is the minimum, not maximum. Maximum, yeah, maybe around 280, I think. Yeah, 280 is the maximum. Okay, this is the maximum. So now it's clear.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, thank you. All right. So now let's continue. Yeah, that's why it's really important for all of you to understand it first before I move on with the score, because the score is the basic one. If you don't understand, which means you don't understand everything, which means it's wrong. Okay. So yeah, the first is school work for education and student learning outcome. Yeah, as I explained, they give score the same way. the focus number and percentage of attending the school, number of students drop out. Okay, so the goal is to see like less than 1 or even 0 in the future, right? But I think some school, as I used to interview, like they say before join the project, like 7%, 10%, you know, a lot. Yeah, less than 3 is it's not easy for them. Number and percentage of students pass grade, yeah, who pass the exam, yeah, pass and promotion. This is the minimum. How many percent? Yeah, 99% is a lot too, right? Which means like 95, yeah, 95 and more than 98. So maybe 99 or 100. Okay.
So too hard to achieve.
Yeah. Number 4, okay. Students and percentage, they focus on subject. They need to get grade A and grade B in Khmer and mathematics, physics, okay, chemistry, biology, and history. Okay, so you can see 6 to 80% or 50 to 59 grade A and grade B. It's not easy too. So the teacher need to have skill. Okay.
Student achieve only 7%.
Oh, right. Yeah, this
Subject.
So you're gonna fail SCS.
yeah.
You fail it, man. Go on.
Okay. Right. All right. And indicator 10. Okay. This one we call indicator, not standard indicator. So number 10. Yeah, number and percentage of grade 7 student with okay, same, right? I think reading standard as the same, 100 to 120. So maybe you can test with your student whether they can do it or not.
Yes.
Yeah. Number of students. Yeah. This is one is reading and another one grade 9 reading 2 and grade 7. I think it's important. And passing lower secondary, or this is like grade 9 exam. Grade 9, diploma. And also grade 12. Okay. So your school, you can ask whether they more than 70% pass national exam or not.
Last year they passed 46%.
Oh, so which means
The
very low score.
yes.
Yeah, because this is more than 60.
More than
So,
60.
so they got 0. No
You
score.
got not 0 minus 0.
Yeah.
Not so.
And the minimum one is 39. Okay. So at least you have to get 39 for the standard one. Yeah. So here. Okay. All right. Any question for the first standard? Means of no way, yeah?
Next question.
But in my school, only when I take investment, only teacher drop out rate around 10 to 12% a year.
Oh, quite a lot.
Yeah, because we have the Islamic student, so they seem like not
Getting the culture and the
yes.
more.
Yeah, they are not a lot of different.
They are so strict to their
Yeah.
religious.
Yeah, this is also the research topic, like why students drop out. Read a lot. You can study about it.
We change the topic one.
No, that's not
Or you can see, or you just focus the Muslim student.
Yeah.
Why? Yeah. Or another one, you can do comparative study between the school with SBM or SCS project and the school doesn't do anything.
Teacher, now I'm
Yeah.
interested on changing my topic again. I'm just talking so stop. Can you like say something about topic like broad one and then
You even brought one. We need to see
like
the
how about
he
SCS?
talk about the problem. So when talk about problem, I can come up with the topic. So
Yeah,
which
but
mean we
come
need to
up
see
with
the
topic
problem first.
and then try to find the problem.
Oh,
So when I write a problem statement, I'm stuck.
right. That is the thing you have to read or you have to observe a lot to see the problem. Like he raised the one problem like that, so I can come up
But
easily.
sometimes the problem is not suitable for me. Like I choose
Quote
for,
unquote, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
but my supervisor matter.
Yeah. He want you to do quant.
No, it's not me. I want to do quant. So some topic is not like if you do quant, it doesn't look like significant enough or it doesn't look so interesting.
It depends on the nature of the problem.
Yes.
Because some problem you need to interview.
You,
Yeah, because for example, you want to study some sensitive topic about gender trafficking, something. So which means you just only observe or interview those people who do kind of the thing. You cannot do a survey with many people.
Sure, can you come up with a problem with SV and SCS?
what is the problem?
No, teacher arrived a lot and see his name are also when it's a document. Teacher, please.
Okay, let me
It's
think
okay,
first.
so let's discuss later.
Okay.
But it's a
Okay.
break time.
Okay. All right. So standard one. Okay. So standard one's pass. Okay. Everyone, no question. So now let's move to standard two. Classroom work for student teaching and learning. Okay. So as you can see, the standard so indicator is also the same. Number of the class with 3-year teaching plan. So like how many class? They have 3-year teaching plan. Biết là thành ca thạ điên á. 3 năm. Then we count, okay? How many class have?
No one.
Your class have?
No one.
Yeah.
That matter. I'm quickly like something like that.
Okay. Yeah. So like if 85% of the class in total of the school, so they get 1 score. So hopefully they can get this score, okay? Or at least this one.
100%.
Yeah, or 100% will be great. Okay. So the school principal need to lead them to do it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Number of class with annual teaching plan. Okay, 1 year. 1 year plan, teaching plan, annual. You have annual teaching plan now? Okay, good. And can you estimate like all the class or only some class?
I teach 5 class. So yeah,
Same.
the same subject.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's so we can
Yeah,
one
yeah.
and do 4.
Yeah.
But we adjust.
Some
But based on your experience, do you see other teachers do it too? Or just only you because you're still young, and a child?
Yeah, teacher. I think in the school, the school principal it doesn't care much about the plan.
Mm.
Just
as long as you can do it.
yeah, the teacher don't need to submit the plan to the school principal, so they can do whatever they want.
Mm.
Yeah, but it's come
Just take whatever they want. So that is why some teacher like yes, like you can see in the practice for one teacher like you take English week 8 hours per month, but he just come to the school 2 hours to finish the lesson that we need to spend 8 hours to finish. So before the exam, we just come to school and spend there 2 hours and finish the lesson, 4 lessons or something.
maybe
Hai con người ta được cho mình tôi người ta cho anh con người ta
Thì con cái sao được tay gặp muốn trong cái đường cố định á thì tắt
Hiền hiền ha.
right, right.
Không cái school no.
I know my father.
Maybe you can visit Sampan.
So far.
Yeah, it's near to
Yeah,
your
yeah,
school.
yeah.
You can visit and ask him whether he have all these things or not, because he did great there. So maybe you can ask and see, can learn the real thing.
In my school, like the school, the old school principal, they don't join the
The
program.
the program.
Any program.
Mm.
They don't want to join because there are complain a lot from the teacher, other teacher. They don't want to do
Yeah.
a lot of work. They just want to enjoy their life.
Yeah. A lot of meetings.
Yeah,
A lot of meetings.
Same activity and then there is also
Yeah.
same
Right. Okay.
but it make them happy.
Yeah. So next one is the subject of course syllabus. Okay. Yeah, I think it's maybe half. Okay, everyone have. Okay, subject from grade 7, grade 12 with lesson plan. Okay, lesson plan. Number of class with 3-year teaching plan. 3 months. Sorry, 3 months. Okay. Number of class with monthly monitoring on learning. So this is should have monitoring as well. Like some you see some teachers sit at the back and see your teaching. Yeah, this kind of thing actually we should have.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, monthly. Okay, 1 month,
Yeah.
at least one time per month.
We should.
Yeah,
But actually, they don't.
yeah, right. Number and percentage of students with yearly, okay, teaching learning plan. Follow up on the plan, annual plan. Okay, so here student have to have learning plan too. You have student learning plan too.
Just like just let them have their commitment for the year. Like write that commitment.
Oh,
They want to learn and
yeah,
they want to achieve at the end of the year.
yeah. This is learning plan, but if you take the standardized test, the test.
I think in our school it is
Yeah, because when the test you will see grade they are. If they got grade C, so they have to promise at least C or B or A, like that, right?
yeah, just like that.
Yeah, this is learning plan. Yeah. All right. And yeah, number and percentage of student learning. This is income generation. Okay. So you have some income generation there?
No.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Not SPF.
Okay. And last one is number of students doing project work. Project work, which means project based.
Project based learning.
Yeah, like they grow plants or vegetable. Yeah, and then they discuss with each other. I think the topic with project based is interesting too.
Teacher, like I have a student, my student, because I teach biology and math. So for the biology, I have like this kind of a project with my student, like they need to invite, and they have a group of 5, and they need to plant a 3 or 5 plants or vegetable.
Yeah.
And after 3 months, we will. I will give them if the plant is grow and they can
Cultivate. Harvest.
So
Harvest.
maybe we get more support.
Mm.
Something like that. It could be a issue.
Yeah, actually, project based here, yeah, it's similar. But for example, you give the student the project, and then they go to plant the tree, and then they will think like how many meters square. So it's related to mathematics. But and then the water system. So they have to ask the physics and the fertilizer, something, maybe chemistry or biology, or choose which type of the vegetable. I think maybe biology, and fertilizer maybe chemistry. So like the student need to, combine all the subject together and do the project that called project-based learning. And then the teacher don't really think much, but the student will go to ask the teacher. This is what we want to see. So the teacher have more time to do research and sit in the class or in the teacher room and waiting for the student to come. Yeah. This is what we want to see and what we mean project-based learning. Okay. Number of reading and competition. Yeah. อันนี้การประกวดอำนาจนะ reading competition should have two, and number of mathematics competition, number of absent students, okay, more than 4 times per year. Okay. But I think all of you, if we don't join online, maybe more than 4 times more. Okay, just kidding.
Not a year.
Per year.
Yeah.
A week or a month, huh? Already failed, huh? Okay, I'm just kidding. And number of absent, okay, teacher. So absent teacher here refer to the teacher, no substitution, okay, no replacement. Yeah, they should at least have replacement, like me replace Dr. Sochiet or something like that. Yeah. So number of school close day, okay, without public annual leave, like without holiday, when they close, so they need to count too. Okay. Number and percentage of student abused by teacher decreased to 0 in the first year, like no violence, something. Okay. Number of saving students decide to study in the university. So number of the students who have saving program. I don't know whether your school has saving program or not. Like in the class, yeah, like in the class
because I teach financial education for the student. That is the program that is built by TFC, and the school principal allow us to teach. So in the I teach 3 class for financial education, and we together we have a plan to save the money, but in the culture. And culture.
No, don't you?
Don't you?
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah. And
traditional
at the
way.
end of the year, we will break it, and that is the concept.
And then the
I
learning
recommend you to see Sampan doing it. So yeah, so you can got the idea and do with your class too. Each class they have to have saving program.
Together.
Yeah, with the student together. So like one class, he told me like some class have money around 1 million real already. Yeah, some 30,000 or something real. So you can ask him the process.
Yes,
Yeah.
but teacher, for last year I learned implement with my student, but they just put it in their own.
Oh,
But at the end of the year, we just break it together.
oh,
We just come to school and break it together.
I see.
Something like that.
Yeah, but for here the student they have committee and stuff in the class, and then they collect it together. So maybe you can learn from him. Yeah, Sampan. Yeah, Sampan, I think along the way, right? When you go and see very small school one, yeah, very small one. Sampan, Anu Uchilai Sampan, and he's Liani. His name is Liani, and you can talk about my name or Dr. Sochiet. I think he know. Okay. So
With the reference.
yeah, with the reference, and then they say like, oh, Mr. Pisat and Dr. Sochiet say that your school did great, this thing, something like that. So I want to learn more. Yeah. So I think he'll be happy to talk with you. All right. Okay. Any question for the standard 2? It's more about class, okay, classroom work for student teaching and learning. That's why they focus with planning, with class opening and something like that. Okay. So no question. Yeah, if you have question, you can ask. Okay. Clear, right? Okay. So now let's move to standard 3. Yeah, I think it is belong to the community, school community ownership. Too big. Okay. So first, number and percentage of violent teacher. So we count to. Yeah, should be less than, yes, 0. I think should be no more, right? And number of school and school management committee or school council, you have to, right? Okay. Yeah. So how many? 7 to 8 or 7 to 9? How many member?
Yeah.
7 to 8.
Yes.
So you got score 2, 2 score. Yeah, if 7 to 8, 2 score. And have monk too. You have monk as well. No? Maybe invite the monk too. I think the monk is more influent to the community because we are Buddhist. Yeah, we are Buddhist. That's why I think more appeal to the community. And number 3 is quarterly, semesters, and annual meeting led by the school management committee. So they should have the meeting as well. If they don't meet,
Annual.
yeah, yeah. So they quarterly, regularly. If they just occasional, quarterly, so it's not good. Regular, if regular, and regular annually. So regular annually, which means combine the quarter and annually together, 2 times. But only quarter and no annually, got only 2 scores. Okay. Or if they have all, okay, quarterly, annual, and everything. So, all right. Number 4, number of teacher received, okay, decision from school management or school council on their annual result appraisal. ALA, cách prong priên lọt vào càng. You know, annual result agreement. Bên man phơi ấy. Yeah, yeah. Actually, they have to have an annual result agreement. Mr. Leon can help you. He do it. Yeah, some fan did it too, and he present about it too. Yeah. So you can go to see what is annual result agreement. Okay. Number of white school principal and school principal receive decision from the committee on their agreement too. So we count to 1, 2, or 3. Normally it's 2 or 3 committee school management, right? Like 2 white school principal and 1. Yeah. If all got it, yeah. I think this is easy one. Okay. Number of failed students with an intention to drop. Okay. They fail and intention to drop. So we really care. Okay. All right. Wait, I need to zoom in. Maybe more. Okay. So here, number 7. Okay. Annual community fund revenue. Okay. Like the money from the community should be at least $20,000. Your school have now at least $20,000 for the community money. Payment là.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
community.
Yeah, they count everything like bill, construction, and everything, and then they count together. As long as it come from the school community money. Like I got some donation for build a chair. Yeah. Or toilet. Yeah. So then you can calculate. So yeah, 20,000. Or maybe your school do income generation program, so can be counted. Yeah. Yeah, actually, one of the school principal, I think he tell me like around more than uh, 300,000 real. Yeah, I think more than $100,000. I charge it up hơn company. Yeah, some school principal already have in their school. Okay. Yeah, so they should increase if they can increase 2 to 3 times from this one baseline, or 4 to 6 times, and this more than 10 times. Yeah. So which means have more than 200,000. Okay. Yeah. Okay, standardized test based on the student ability approve and disclose. អញ្ចឹងគឺគាត់ធ្វើ test ស្តង់ដារហើយគាត់ផ្សព្វផ្សាយភាសាទេណា monthly if they do monthly, quarterly, semester and all. Okay. So your school do monthly everything all here? Okay. And quarterly and semester together too. Okay, so which means this is can get full score. Action plan for implementation of the key indicator approved by the school management committee. Okay. Những phản ca là what? If they produce, okay, or approve for 1 year, if they have 3 year, of 2 year and 4 year. Okay. Action plan. Okay. School improvement plan and annual budget. Okay. ផែនការកែលម្អសាលារៀនហើយនិងផែនការថវិកា okay, approved by the school management. So all you can see here is approved by the school management, which means the school principal doesn't any authority. Okay, that's why the standard is focused to community. Yeah, ownership. So yeah, same indicator, same 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. The school standard assessment report approved. Okay. By school committee. Okay. Annual report annually approved. Okay. Okay. Annual report, public available data. Okay. Publicly available data annually approved by the school management. Yeah, whether they have or not. Okay. Green environment, clean building, furniture and facility, whether they have that kind of planning or not. Okay, if they just planning, they got 1 score. If they do it according to 1 year plan of action plan or school improvement, yeah, school improvement plan, so they got 2 score, 3 year, 2 year and 3 year. Yeah, so this way it help the school to build better environment. Okay. And having standard income generation. Okay, they have standard or not. And having social insurance and capacity building program or not. Okay. Yeah, social insurance ធានារ៉ាប់រងសង្គម. Yeah, here is referred to like they have some saving, and for example the teacher sick, right? So then the school can have the teacher who are sick too. Or if the school have a lot of money, the community, they can have to the community too. Yeah, that is called social insurance. Okay. Capacity building program is referred to the capacity program to the staff, like some kind of training to increase their professional, yeah, like CPD. Yeah, professional development. Yeah, I think the topic of professional development is interesting to know of the teacher. Yeah. So there are many topics you can do with SBM and SCS. Okay. So any question with the standard 3? Yeah, school community ownership. So here is similar to SBM.
Yes, I wanna ask like what's the biggest difference? This has 5 standards and for SDM 9. But what's the difference?
The
Similar, right?
yeah, this is similar, but first they like condense the standard to be more focused. Yeah.
Yeah, SCS be like from SPM.
Yeah, and one more thing, SCS they have standard for primary school too. Actually, I haven't shown you. If you have time, you can go to primary and early childhood. So they have the standard for these 3 subsector too. But SBM only focus for primary. Okay.
Yeah.
That is one of the differences too. Okay. Any question
Online teacher.
online? Or you already see? Or some of you busy do laundry or something like that.
That's because more than because.
That's my first experience.
Yeah.
Nhiều hay mọi người.
Or like enjoy breakfast, eat popcorn. Yeah.
Lecture now
Making coffee right now.
we'll finish the 3rd standard and then we have one more.
Mm.
We will be studying more today.
Yeah, I think a bit more. Yeah. You have any plan? Any schedule? Okay. All right. So standard 4, okay. School operation and administration. Okay, so it's more about operation. Okay. So number 1, indicator 1, action plan for implement a key indicator in the medium term. Okay. Yes, for the medium. Okay. Whether they prepare, yeah. Here is just focus only preparation. And number 3, 3-year result and 3-year teaching plan. Okay. Whether they do it or not.
Don't you think it's too much?
Hmm? Not too much.
Not too much?
Yeah. Sure.
It's so like
They have a long holiday.
Yeah.
Public school, they have a long holiday.
for SCS, you think they have a long holiday. A normal public school, they will have.
Yeah,
a time.
that's why a lot of teachers are protest.
Yeah.
They don't have
Quite a
to.
lot. They
They,
used to be so,
yeah, they used to
enjoy
be
life.
easy life and go to do farm or do other things. Not important. But one interesting test is like if you gonna make the school by yourself and you apply this thing for the private school, I think it's easy to make it because no need any authority, right? I think for the private, if they can implement like this, I think it's great to the school and a lot of interesting coming, right?
But how to change mindset?
Yeah, that maybe in the future we will run it as a the program publicly. Maybe some private school will join. Yeah, they can learn and then they can apply to. And I think private school is easily to do it. The teacher really,
Have commitment.
commitment. To do it.
Otherwise, they leave.
Fire.
Yeah, right. So, yeah. What?
She asked how to make the public teacher to be the private teacher.
This
Yeah,
is market.
Can we change the management in public school?
No,
Salary.
only change the management.
Yeah.
Change salary, change motivation, right?
No, in private school, the salary is not much, but the teacher, like, they have to work hard, otherwise they will eliminate it. So,
It
how
is
do you
really
like it?
difficult because if I think the text of two science, right?
Yeah.
Even the school principal is strong, but nothing, and then they try to change the school principal.
Yeah.
What is the point to change the school principal?
Like that.
For example, like I am a very serious teacher, and then the student don't like,
Yeah.
they can change me too.
Yeah.
Like that. You know?
Like teacher Rochan said, civil servant is like untouchable because
They have
yeah, government stuff. What do you want?
Yeah. So it's take time, okay? And maybe 10 more years or something, the old people they stop work, retirement, and
the
you,
next generation
yeah,
come to
yeah, we together as a new generation, probably easy to talk. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Eh? Okay, so number 3, school improvement plan. Okay, so whether they have the school improvement plan according to the guideline, and preparation monthly and quarterly standardized tests, standard monthly tests, okay, to have slow learner, okay, like slow learning student, okay, or slow learner, and quarterly and tests used in preparing 3-month teaching plan by classroom. So you have the test, and then you can make the teaching plan. Monthly and quarterly and semester meeting held according to the guideline. Okay, number of internal inspection and technical meeting implement as planned. So whether they have internal inspection or not. Okay. Yeah, I think here is the job of the vice school principal, technical vice school principal. Yeah, so he can form a team and go to inspect the class teaching. So yeah, whether they do or not. Okay. Number of teacher attending regular capacity development courses. Okay. Whether they join, because some teacher they don't really want to join, even they have capacity building course. Yeah, this is problem too. So they don't care.
like some teacher when they have more work, they always ask the money.
Yeah.
What is the money for your group?
Yeah.
How much they can earn for the group? Like when they have training, when the school principal told the teacher that we have a school training that related to STEM.
Yeah.
So at the province, at Kanda, at anywhere, so they ask how much they can earn from that training.
But we can blend them, right?
Yeah.
Oh, who will like? The school principal?
No, I mean we can blend them for asking for money. So,
No.
Yeah.
If you want to stay, if you want to stay here, the simple one.
Yeah.
Even you are a school principal.
Yeah. Even you are school principal, if you do too much, it's something will be chaos. So step by step, take time. Okay? And number of teacher, okay, involved in implements teacher performance management system. Okay, numbers of principal and vice principal participants in implementation of principal, okay, performance management system. Okay, and 12 school assessment. Okay, school self assessment at the end of the academic year, implement review financial support. So self assessment, like evaluate. Yeah, self evaluation. Xoay dừng lại.
nhưng bài lát hôm nay thôi teacher paid for a self evaluation or when bias.
You bias.
I'm already good.
I see.
That's just
What's the point of evaluation?
Yeah, this is one of the weakness.
Someone evaluators. You have to be honest to yourself.
Right. Right. And then maybe Dr. Suchit, he just want you to evaluate yourself, like how many score you want.
Yeah.
And then should you get
one just like
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get on with children to class.
And then he will ask you why you want to get why you should get this score.
I deserve it.
And then so you need to explain.
That's true.
I deserve it. When I'm a hardworking student, I always come to class, always ready.
I always compliment to class.
No.
Yeah. You're right. Okay. Number of Khmer's and Khmer reading and maths, okay, competition, okay. Actually, it's linked to another indicator. So if you done with the standard 1, standard 2, it's also linked to this one too. But if you don't do anything, it's number 4, reliable data, okay, produce, compile, use, and post publicly, okay, whether they post when you go to the how to say
Office.
yeah, the school principal office, right? Yeah. Or yeah, I forgot the
name.
the key term. Yeah. So when you go there should be a lot of data of the school published there, yeah, disclosed there. So but some school principal, when we go there, it's very clean, nothing. So it's not good. Okay. So they should
Just one is so.
yeah. You used to go to pray Duong too, right? Pray Duong, Punani pray Duong. Yeah. Mr. Unkunantia is the school principal. White hair man. Yeah. His hair is white.
Yeah.
White hair. Picture that nickname.
Yeah. Because he's a bit funny. Okay, number 15. Parent teacher education program, okay, to prevent violence at home and school, okay, organized as instructed. So whether they have that kind of program to the parent or not, okay. And 16, screening for visually, actually it is a cut, so visually and hearing, and as I remember, yeah, visually impaired and hearing loss, okay, student carry out yearly. So did you have this one yet? Test yeah, to test. Yeah. Yeah, they use to app, right? Yeah. Okay. Right. We also count as indicator as well. That's why we introduced the school to do it. Yeah. Okay. Any common question for standard 4 about administration and operation? Yes. Any question so far? So far, so good. So far, so sleepy. Okay. All right. So standard 4 or standard 5. Okay. Last standard. Yeah, I think this is easy one. Okay. So here it's not really related to the school principal, but more about POE, DOE job. Okay? Sub-national and national accountability. So they go to the school. Yeah. So number of principal and vice principal receive training, implementing school community strategy, okay, trainings institution, okay, annually. So maybe here, they come to study LUP or TUP. Okay, how many school principal? 1 or 2, 3. Yeah. But here if the school is small, they have only 2 or 3 school principal. We can adjust it too. Here they just read it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. For example, if they have only 3 school principal, maybe they adjust. If they all come, we can get full score. Yeah. Number 2, number of teacher receives multidisciplinary subject training as planned. Yeah, this is multidisciplinary. It's similar to project-based learning. Yeah. Yeah, like many subject. Okay. So you understand multidisciplinary, right? Yeah. Baru ini ya. bộ Khmer mình là bộ vị này.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like student they not only learn one specific, yeah, but as I explained, like they can chemistry and everything together at one time. Number of visits provided by regional team, yeah, regional team according to the annual plan. So whether there are some regional team come or not, okay, so should be come 5 or 6 times per year. Number visit support by POE to follow up the annual plan performance, yeah, have or not, so they have to record it. Yeah. And the task of POE, they have to do it too. Actually, some POE and DOE staff, they also study too. So their role is to help the school to pass the standard. And the school principal help the school to pass the standard by themselves. Yeah, but for POE, DOE, they have to facilitate all the things too. So now you can see like why we need POE and DOE to join too, right? Because they need to collaborate with the teacher. Yeah. If they don't come to study, I don't think they will collaborate. Number of DOE, okay, yeah, come and municipal administration implement as a year plan. Teaching, agriculture, and technical follow up the plan, okay, whether they have or not. Number of insufficient teacher specialized subject decrease, yeah, whether they decrease or increase. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, as you said, some school don't have enough teacher, right? So they should decrease. Okay, decrease like less than 10, less than even 0. I think they still exist. A lot of school lack of teacher.
Especially in countries.
Yeah, and as I used to rest about the case, like some school they even bribe the school principal not to accept the other teacher
Yeah.
to their school, because they want to teach a lot of class, right?
They have more money.
Yeah, they have more money.
More time, more
Yeah.
class.
And more students to study at their private class.
Yes.
Yeah,
At home.
yeah, extra class. For example,
At home.
if I teach only one class, so I have small students to study with me, with the extra class too. Yeah, so that's why they want to teach a lot of class. Yeah, so that they can earn a lot of money.
Oh my
I think the big motivation is there with the private class. That's why they want a lot of students to teach. If no, I think no one want to work hard. Yeah, but when they go to teach, they don't really perform well as they teach at the private class. They just like teach play. They're not really serious. Okay, they just like say like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see like some of my teacher, he just read from the book when they teach normally, but when the private class they teach a lot of exercise. Like,
God.
yeah, why in the normal class teach based on the textbook, no explanation, nothing, and when the exam come, it's like come from the God, very difficult.
It come from the extra class.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
yeah,
You need to attend the extra class.
yeah, right.
And the body you fight.
And if you don't attend, and if you do, like for example, you get the right answer but do different way, maybe
Yeah.
your score is deducted too.
Yes.
Yeah, I used to experience it.
Yeah.
And he say like, yeah, this way it's get the right answer, but not really the right way to do it. He say like this, and make me feel upset with that. Yeah. So and then you just cheat, yeah, bao chắc. You just cheat and get full score, and at the end you fail the national exam. Yeah, that is really problem. Okay, number 8, okay, number of principal and vice principal properly appointed according to the rule. Okay, so yeah, some school principal and vice principal they don't have enough to. School report card produced to disclose the information, yeah, whether they have enough information to disclose or not. Okay, and here what I want you to see is like the standard, minimum standard 210 and maximum is 280, so it's bigger than SBM. Yeah, right here is the 5 standards so far. Any question you can interrupt me, or you have any questions so far to Rex? No? Yeah.
Teacher, I have a question.
Mm.
Let me break.
Okay, yeah.
That is question. That is your question.
So, and what is your question?
So, teacher, my question is when the school going to implement this program, so who will train them?
Oh, actually, they join LUP and TUP training. So, Faculty of Education and Mr. Kausara is really good at.
Yes, teacher. But the school can decide whether they want to join or not.
Yes, but if they already become the chief school and they come to study at RUPT, at the Faculty of Education, they have to do it. If they don't do it, they cannot get the degree. Yeah.
They don't even join the chief.
Yeah. Some they refuse. Yeah, they can refuse.
To join.
Yeah.
It's just saying that overload.
Yeah. They're afraid of overwork or.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the point. Okay. Question? No. Yeah. If no, you can take a break. Okay.
Come back
15 minutes.
at 10:05.
Yeah, 10:05. And for those who in the online, yeah, you can eat something at your home too. You can. Okay, so for the standard, you don't have any questions so far, right? From standard 1, yeah, 1 here, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so no question. Clear. Oh, you have. Huh? What? I want to contribute to reduce air pollution and traffic jam. That's why I thought you had some suggestion to the school. That's why I want an online class. Okay.
Why? It is an excuse. When they come here, I miss you so much.
Okay. All right. Air pollution and traffic jam. Huh?
You are at home, you are using so much like computer, it always like
Yeah. Right.
environment.
If you turn on AC and you just one alone, right? But if you come to the class, we are like many people just use it. Yeah. So
So each one of you is like part of
okay.
pollution.
All right. Okay, so I would like to continue more. Okay, so you can see here. So there, like here, you can look at standard 1 is referred to the efficiency. Okay, standard 2 refer to effectiveness. Standard 5 is accountability. Standard 4 transparency, and standard 3 is sustainable. Because standard 3 is more a community ownership, right? It's more about sustainable, and 4 is about operation and accountability. That's why transparency. Okay, so this is the meaning of each standard, and we want to ensure sustainability, transparency, accountability, effectiveness, and efficiency. Okay. Okay, and here is the some tasks that the school need to do. Okay, some tasks they need to do. So yeah, I think I need to do like this so you can see a bit bigger screen. Okay, so here they need to do post test. Okay, and make the school plan. Okay, because they got the result and make the school plan. ចឹងដើម្បីធ្វើផែនការសាលារៀនបានគឺត្រូវធ្វើតេស្ត so maybe around this month actually they already did it, October Okay.
Possibility about the school, not the student, not for student, but for school.
Yeah, which means the post test for the whole school. Yes, the whole school. And pre-test, okay, classroom plan, okay, pre-test. And then monthly, quarterly, semester, yeah, standardized test. So here, like this. It's all the, I think 1 year, 1 year plan, 1 year academic. And then update study map and family data. Actually here is referred to the data of the student, like family, whether they live in the big house or small house, and whether their house is far from the school, how many kilometers or something like that. So which means all the school need to collect all the data so that they can control the student data. Yeah? So the meaning here is like that. Okay, the map which refer to the how far of the school and to the student house. Yeah, and family status like farmer or their service when living standard low or high or medium. Okay, so they need to know student enrollment. Okay, I think student enrollment, you know, right? How many percent? Okay, and school and classroom committee. Okay, so they have to have you have classroom committee too. គណៈកម្មការគ្រប់គ្រងថ្នាក់រៀន Yeah, classroom school committee it's like the man, the chef of the village, right?
Yes.
Yeah, someone who influence all there. But the classroom committee is first teacher, we call a homeroom teacher, គ្រូបន្ទប់ថ្នាក់ yeah, and then they have parent too. Parent also be the part of the classroom as well, so that the parent can see their children. Okay, so they have teacher and parent and student as well. Yeah, one of the student representatives. Okay, that we call a classroom committee, right? គណៈកម្មការគ្រប់គ្រងថ្នាក់រៀន Okay, and other tasks that they need to do is school, classroom, and student plan. Okay, so they have to make plan all the three. Yeah, school plan, have classroom plan, and learning plan or student plan. Okay, yes. And number 8, annual result agreement. កិច្ចព្រមព្រៀងលទ្ធផលការងារ so if your school haven't done yet, they should do too. Okay. Okay. M&E, monitoring and evaluation, monthly meeting. Yeah, so the school principal need to have monthly meeting, to monitor the school progress. Okay. And I think on Wednesday we went to Praiten to demo how to do a monitoring meeting to the school principal there. Yeah, so we have like the step to do it, like they collect all the information, and then the vice school principal, he report, and then the teacher and student, they also sit in the hall. Yeah, and then after he showed the data, for example, like how many classroom have done the standardized test, and then if not complete the plan, the school principal will ask why and what is the solution. For example, only 10 out of 20 class have done standardized test. So how about another 10? So the school principal need to ask what happened. Why don't some class doesn't did it? Yeah. So then they discuss like that. Yeah, this is how we do monitoring and evaluation on this meeting. I'm not sure whether your school have done this kind of thing or not.
We have a monthly meeting, but not.
Maybe just talk something else.
Talk something like anything.
Yeah, anything. Okay.
Yeah, anything.
Yeah, but actually Yeah, the vice school principal, they need to have all the data of this kind of thing and then show and whether they reach the target or not. If not, the school principal will ask why. And then they will discuss what are the solutions we should do, what are the action we need to do, like that. Yeah, that's why we right now we train them to do the monitoring.
I think this point is very important for the school to improve the law.
Right. Not just meeting and just meeting is a meeting. Yeah.
Sometimes spend 2 hours. 3
Yeah.
hours.
And
Nothing.
the school principal just talk about his family problem or someone problem, that no, huh? This is not important meeting. Okay, so they should have and for the quarterly meeting, it should be by the management, school management committee. It should be คณะกรรมการคุ้มครองหลาเรียน outsider. And M&A teaching and learning, so they should have that kind of M&A teaching and learning. And 12 is self-assessment of the effective school standard. Okay, so after they complete all these things, I think they can do some self-assessment, like how much they have achieved so far. So this is the task that we want all the school principal, all the school, okay, to do in 2023. Okay. So right. So you have any question with the task? Means in the way, any question? Or you want to share anything, okay, with your school?
Just want to follow in this work.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah.
I think it help the school to
Yeah.
improve so they can stand without the supporting from the government.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So that they can be sustained.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the goal. All right. If no question, I move to the school principal task. So what are the school principal tasks? Here. Okay. This is some school principal tasks that we have set for the school principal to do. So they have to make sure that they have pre and post test standardized test. Yeah. So they should do in semester 1 for the pre-test and post-test at semester 4. Sorry. Okay. And they have to make sure quarterly and monthly standardized test. Okay. So they should to make sure they have just a bit. No problem. Because the student online they should start, right?
They finish their breakfast.
Yeah. So yeah, we are talking about the task of the school principal. Okay, so I would like to go back a bit. So here is the important task that all the school need to do. Okay, around 12 so far. Okay, so you can read from the presentation as well. And then what are the tasks of the school principal? So yeah, they need to make sure they have quarterly, monthly. So this one they need to do all. Okay, all month. Okay, all month. And student enrollment data. Okay, the one I just mentioned here. This is student enrollment data. Yeah, this one. Okay, so they should have to. The school principal need to ensure like house mapping, family status, etc. Okay, whether their house is concrete, cement, or from the wood, small or large. Okay, they have to record everything. It look like consensus. Like
So from the data, we can have the student like we can know actually why the student.
Yeah.
We can have the specific student to support.
Yeah. Actually, if they do it and the teacher, know how to do a research, so they can write some article, they can publish in Khmer. So there will be a lot of data in Cambodia. Yeah, right. Because I think in other country, the teacher in the secondary or primary, they also write the research article too.
They force them.
Yeah.
Right. They have to write, and then if
Right.
they choose the better one,
Yeah.
it will be published, and then
Yeah.
you can get higher salary, higher position.
Yeah, they can become professor,
Everyone is
assistant,
like in-
professor.
Yeah, in China.
Yeah, in Thailand they too. Yeah. Same.
So the next.
So maybe our next generation, and she is commit to be a researcher, so she have to write a lot. Yeah, we have to count on her.
Yeah, because only the practical people they know the
Yeah,
the
right. They know the real data, and,
Yeah.
real.
situation.
Yeah, right. Action. Okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay, and they have to. The school principal need to make sure they have school and classroom management committee, as we already talked. Student and class plan. Okay, year plan. 6 year, 3 year, and 1 year. And the school principal need to do annual result agreement, okay, for the school principal and teacher. So these are the tasks of the school principal have to do it. Quarterly, monthly meeting, okay, harmony to support teacher teaching, okay, and last but not least is effective standard school assessment. Okay, so this is all the tasks that school principal do it. If you go to the school and your school principal haven't done some of this, you need to do more. So 9 tasks so far. Okay. Actually, it's more than that. Okay. Yeah, but this is just something that he's to ensure. Okay, to do it. Now it's teacher task. So let's see what are their tasks. Okay. Yeah. So first, subject teacher,គ្រូមុខវិជ្ជា subject teacher write case study. They need to write the case study of disadvantaged student. Like here refer to like the case study of the student who wanna drop out of school, slow learner, or their family, poor. Okay, so you can write the case study of them. Like for example, like one girl, she I think in grade 10, she her family is very poor, and she need to work part time as like a dishwasher, yeah, to the restaurant, and she don't really come to the class often. And then the teacher notice and ask her and go to visit her family, and then see the reality, so that they try to collect the money from the community, yeah, fund to help her, yeah, and then bring her to normal education. So this kind of case study we want teacher need to write it too. Okay.
What do the teacher color for the present?
Oh, the color here actually just highlight like they need to do in the semester 1, but this one is no. Okay. Yeah, this is the period they need to do it. Okay. Yeah. So you can write some case study of your student as well. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Number 2, homeroom teacher. Okay. គ្រូបន្ទប់ថ្នាក់. Okay. Have detailed information that fit each student ability. អញ្ចឹងគឺព័ត៌មានដែលតាក់ទងនឹងថាតើកូនសិស្សហ្នឹងគាត់សមត្ថភាពរបស់គាត់វា fit ជាមួយនឹង ability របស់គាត់អត់. Okay. So they should have like those kind of information, okay, so that they can prepare the teaching material. And teacher, yes.
Teacher, sorry to interrupt. Regarding question point number 2, after they
Yes.
I analyze some info about each student, what next? Like what can they do?
Yeah, actually after they have like the
So
detailed
for example,
information,
the ability of the student in class mix.
yeah, after they have that kind of information, so that they can design the teaching and learning material for the student, right? So if they don't know about this information, they cannot make the course syllabus or teaching plan properly. And especially
Do you think the homeroom teachers can have time to design tasks regarding to the students
right,
ability? That's what I mean.
right. Actually, yeah, some school maybe they cannot do it, but this is what they should do. Yeah, this is the task of the homeroom teacher need to do it. So if they join the project, if they want to reach the standard of SCS, as I mentioned, they have to do it. But for sure, I don't ignore that is the problem over there. Like some teacher, they don't have time to do it. So the school principal, yeah. So when the teacher doesn't have time, school principal task need to monitor, okay, monitoring, meeting, something like that. Okay. All right. Number 3, subject teacher has course syllabus. Okay, so they should provide course syllabus in the beginning of semester. And subject teacher have lesson plan for a unit with many hours. Actually, here is I just translate it. They say like មានផែនការមេរៀនមួយមេរៀនសម្រាប់បរៀនច្រើនម៉ោងណាហ្នឹងបកអញ្ចឹងណា so I'm not sure whether what I translate is really correct. Okay, so they should have a lesson plan and one unit but for teaching many hours. Okay, yeah, this is the meaning, and this is the for the technical team do it. Okay, and yeah, actually they have to do all the semester. Okay, all the semester. And homeroom teacher, okay, implement student saving program for investment program and pursuing higher education. Yeah, this one, each class should have a saving program. Yeah, something some practice. Okay.
When they in the high school,
Yeah, so that they have money
yeah, they have
to pursue their higher education. Right. So yeah, that's why each class should have saving program. Right.
How about us?
Hmm?
We should have a saving program for our, graduation.
So you can pursue your PhD. Yeah. Right. Okay.
I mean saving program for our trip.
Now for your trip. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to somewhere after graduation.
Okay. All right. So number 6, okay, homeroom teacher have individual student and small group in terms of investment program, agriculture, industry, and small medium enterprise. So this is also their task too. Okay. And subject teacher has multidisciplinary subject through project-based learning, actually a project-based, by focus on their daily practice. So which means like they teach, they also need to do at their home. Yeah, which means they implement their homework or assignment based on their daily practice. Okay? So the teacher should give student to work as a project. Okay, and subject teacher lead reading competition. Okay, monthly, quarterly for all subjects. So if you haven't done, yeah, especially for Khmer literature subject. Yeah. And homeroom teacher initiate youth committee, yeah, from Raksa Khmer for all classroom to collect administrative class data to support school principal weekly and monthly. So actually the youth play very important. They will record like whether the teacher come to the class or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the teacher absent, that youth committee, yeah,
School principal.
all right, he will record and during the monthly meeting show to the slide present, and then the school principal they will ask why this class, why the teacher absent a lot. Yeah, like that. Or whether they right. This is that kind of people. Yeah, so they will record like whether the teacher come to the class regularly, late or not, they violent to the student or ask for money or anything. Okay?
Not physically violent anymore, but
Yeah.
Mental.
Mental. Huh?
verbal and use big uncle.
Yeah. So the homeroom teacher need to do this thing. Okay. Okay. Any question with the teacher task and school principal task? So I think you now see better picture of this.
Very specific.
Yeah.
Very detailed.
Yes. Okay. So now I would like to introduce some best practice of each school. Just some, okay, some school. Sorry. Oh, why? Yeah, I think maybe it changed the font. Okay, sorry. That's why you cannot read my letter. Okay. Okay. Yeah, here is at Breakdenburg High School. Yeah. So this school is was under the SIP project at the time, and now he continue to chip too. So his school is implement both SBM and SCS. Like yeah, actually because he joined since 2018. So at the time they evaluate his school based on the SBM. But now he pursue his master degree too. Yeah. So he will join SCS. So his school will evaluate based on the SCS again. Okay. And here is break the 10 actually. Yeah, actually we at the time we go to the break the 10 high school to teach them how to how to establish youth committee. Yeah, as I just mentioned. Yeah, yeah. So we first we also come to teach them to how to do it. Yeah, like and then for this process actually we have the document for them, and then we will ask student to volunteer who responsible for record student come late, and they student will raise the hand and then they will record it. Who will responsible for the teacher who absent, something like that. So each student they have their own task to do. Yeah. Okay, and we also do kind of like webinar online training on the income generation program. So here like the this lady, she is come from Bà Posat, yeah, Chơ Tống. She raised the frog, okay, at her school. So she share how to raise the frog at her school and how she can approach to the market. Yeah, and this this girl, this woman, she in Stâng Trai, okay, yeah, from Tmotaprum, okay, lower secondary school, and she raised chicken, yeah, over there. So like she share the experience on how to do income generation at the school. Yeah. And yeah, this is the some picture about their grow vegetable. Yeah, and you know this one I think they got some idea from the stem as well. Yeah, to do it. And yeah, also some online training about this one what I mentioned. And you see Mr. Lian here because his school did it too about the saving in the class. Okay, so this actually Mr. Linton, he not only saving in the class but he also have saving with the teacher and community as well. Like they have like share, they sell the share, like Pia Hôn.
Yeah.
So like for example, like one share, how much? Okay, maybe $10 or $20. So you can buy the share, and the community can buy the share too. Yeah, this is we call investment program. Okay. Yeah. So these three people they really did good job with the investment program. Yeah. So they share the experience to other school principals. Yeah. And yeah, here Mr. Liton, his school actually its name is Sangkum Thmai. Yeah, it's just a lower secondary school, and it's in Prairie here, very far. Okay, but yeah, if someone live at Prairie here, maybe should take a chance to visit his school. Right. So in his school, a lot of things he have grow. This is the school, at the back of the school. Yeah, he grow. Yeah, cucumber or corn. Yeah, a lot of vegetable over there, and also do kind of like some what is food processing. Yeah, and he also rest some animal too. Actually, his school is very diversified. It's good experience to visit there. And if one live in Peru here, no, Kampong Chanang. Kampong Chanang can go to Peru. Kampong Chanang.
How about you?
Bông Hồng. Yeah. Actually, it's a part of Kampong Chanang. Yeah, same. Bạn này chụp nâng đây, bạn nâng cho bông Hồng nâng bông Hồng bạn. Right.
Independent.
They are like sibling. Yeah. Okay. Because on my identity card, I still Kampong Chanang, right? Because at that time it's not yet. Okay. So this is just a video. Yeah, like in his school, it's sent to be a lot of fish there.
What kind of fish is that?
Yeah, I'm not sure. And you see, like actually he divide fish and then dark. Yeah, dark here. Yeah. Yeah, so you can see the diversity there. Okay. So fish is inside, right? The fish is inside.
This kind of
What?
The name of the fish.
Oh,
I just sent it.
yeah, take a home. Yeah.
Cái lồng ó không là cái kia vậy, ta đi
Yeah.
Can eat.
Yeah, can eat.
Only eat that. It has like a gray.
Mhm.
I've never seen that.
Looks cute, eh?
It's just for like fanfare.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. It's just for decoration, right? Okay. So, and the last case I just want to share is that like the school also conduct digital teaching and learning. Yeah. And here is a very interesting case because the school here is at the Viering. Yeah. Yeah, Kampong Sao. And the student is at Kohrong because like at Kohrong they don't have enough teacher, and if they want to study they need to across the sea. Yeah, so that's why that high school teach through online to the student there. Yeah, this is I think interesting case too. Yeah. So right now we can break through the the abstract goal of the nature, right? Through online teaching and learning. Yeah.
As long as the internet connection is worldwide.
That's not wrong, but internet is so stable.
Yes. And that's all for the SCS today. SCS. Okay. So any questions so far?